Well, hello everyone. We've just gotten a tornado warning issued for portions of the region. So let's take a look at that. Just jump right into here. We can see, of course, active across our entire region. I'm just going to take things full screen here. Apologies, wrong button there. So right now, again, we've seen this complex of storms across the southern portions of the region, primarily south of Jamestown towards Ellendale. And this just about 10 minutes ago or so, we have a tornado warning issued. And again, I'm just going to read off of this here. It is for located about 14 miles east of Ashley or 25 miles north of Leola. Now, this storm is almost stationary, so we're talking about this tornadic supercell not really moving that much, so it's sitting in the same rough area, generally sitting over the same town, same region. So again, take shelter if you are in this region. This is radar indicated as of right now, but we've seen some pretty tight rotation that indicates that this could be very close to touching down at some point, of course, and it could touch down at any point. So again, tornado warning issued. Take shelter right now. Get to an interior building, or interior room if you don't have a basement. If you do have a basement, get to your basement or storm shelter immediately. And if you don't, again, get to the most interior room in the house, preferably a bathroom, something with plumbing that's going to help keep those walls intact, help protect you, and stay sheltered in place until this tornado warning has expired for your area. So again, I'm going to read this off. It's for portions of west central Dickey and east central McIntosh counties. Now, fortunately, this is over fairly rural areas, but still, something we want to keep an eye on. If you are under that warning, again, take shelter immediately. For the rest of the region, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning, and the storm's producing winds up to 70 miles per hour and hail up to 1.5 inches as well. Let's take a look at our velocity here. So this shows our wind direction, where we have reds and greens coinciding. That typically means that we've got some sort of tornadic circulation. So take a look here. I'm going to take the pointer here, and we're just going to point out that area right in there where we see, again, that tight couplet there, those reds and greens. We've got some pretty strong wind gusts out there, regardless of whether it's going to be a tornado or not. Some of these readings indicating winds getting close to 60 or 70 miles per hour. So again, this is a damaging storm. We're talking about damaging winds, large hail, and then of course that tornado potential. This is something, again, we're going to be watching over the next really few minutes until this tornado warning is expired. And again, hopefully nothing touches down. That's the hope. But take shelter in place. Treat this as though there is a tornado on the ground, and stay sheltered in place until this tornado warning does expire. Let's take a look across hail as well. We're talking about some of those colors there, those blues indicating that large hail. And again, could be getting as large as an inch and a half under these cells. So something else to keep in mind there. We're talking about dangerously large hail along with these strong winds and this tornadic supercell that we're watching here. So again, just go back to this velocity here. We're watching especially this area down here where you see those reds and greens coming together. That is where we're watching for a potential tornado within the next few minutes. Again, we'll keep an eye on that as it gets closer. We'll keep an eye on that over the next few minutes, I should say. In terms of severe weather impacts, we still have that slight risk for portions of Jamestown. We're talking about Ellendale included in that. And that's where we've seen those that tornado warning go out. We've seen the most severe activity. As you get further east towards Fargo, towards Grand Forks, towards Fergus Falls, that's where we see that instability getting a little bit weaker, a little bit less supportive of those widespread damaging storms. So again, going to want to stay weather aware tonight, though, because that can happen across the region. We're talking about this severe potential. Still, though, lessening as you get east. We're going to see those stronger storms out west over these next few hours. And again, let's just run you through that really quickly, give you an idea of what we're thinking here. And through about 6 o'clock hour, of course, you can see that cell that we're watching. But then through the next few hours, we're going to see that going. I'm not sure why those didn't play there, excuse me. But the general idea is that we're going to see these storms continuing over the next few hours. So let's pull things back here. Let's just check on our storm here again. Of course, those velocities still looking tight. So again, this could drop a tornado at any point. There is a warning out for, again, I repeat, portions of eastern Dickey and west central Dickey and east central McIntosh counties. So if you are under that warning, you can see that's right along the just northwest of the junction of routes 11 and 56. So again, take shelter, treat this as though there is a tornado on the ground. You're going to want to be very weather aware this evening. And then we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for the rest of the region. That includes Coombe, that is just south of Edgeley. And so those regions under the gun for those strong winds, large hail. So again, very, very active evening. We're talking about this tornado warning, then we've got severe thunderstorm warning. The good news is, as of late, we haven't seen any more warnings across the region right now. Now, we do expect more warnings to likely be issued, but as of right now, this is our only severe thunderstorm and tornado warning in the region. But again, treat this as though there is actually a tornado on the ground. Take shelter, get to an interior room. If you don't have a basement, if you do have a basement or storm shelter, get to that immediately and just shelter until this storm passes, until that tornado warning is allowed to expire. As you go through the evening, make sure you have several ways to get alerts. Obviously the VNL weather app is a great way, but also make sure that you have radio access, make sure that your phone's charged, make sure that you have some water, just in case, again, any more tornadoes do touch down. It's going to be an isolated threat, but something that we can't rule out throughout the rest of the evening. This could be just one of a few, tornadic supercells. So keep that in mind. Just be weather aware this evening. Be prepared. Be proactive. Keep yourself and your family safe. And again, we still have that tornado warning. Now, this is issued until 6:15. We'll see if they extend it depending on how this velocity looks. If it stays healthy, it likely will be extended. If we start to see this fade, then likely expire that warning. But again, that is in effect until 6:15 p.m. this evening for portions of west central Dickey and east central McIntosh counties. So if you are under that warning, and you know what? There we go. They have extended that tornado warning as that is starting to move northeast. So again, forgive me, I'm not sure the county names off the top of my head. That warning has been extended northeast. So we are seeing continuation of that tornado warning. So that is that polygon. Whoops, excuse me. That is just going to pull up the pointer here. That is that polygon right there is the new warning. This one to the southwest is our old warning. So again, I'm going to be here with you this evening. Me and Russ, we're going to be covering this all night. I'm going to keep you updated. We'll be back, of course, and on air throughout the next hour. We'll be doing cut-ins throughout the evening as well to keep you all safe. Of course, I'll be back on here if anything new develops. So again, stay safe. We have that tornado warning for portions of the region. And I'm just going to go out. I'm going to go look. I'm going to pull up that warning text, in fact, here, if we can see that. Name those counties for you that are under that new tornado warning. And this is still radar indicated. We still have that 1.5-inch hail with this cell. So this new tornado warning is, again, for west central Dickey and then east central McIntosh. Actually, that looks like the old one. Let's pull up this new one. Again, still 1.5-inch, still radar indicated. Okay, nope, so it is for the same county regions. It is for the same area, but just a little bit northeast. Again, fortunately, a very, very rural area. You're going to want to take shelter in place, keep an eye on the radar, keep an eye on any alerts. And again, if anything new comes out, be on the dot, or be aware, be weather aware. We'll have updates for you all evening. And again, if you are under that warning, again, for west central Dickey or east central McIntosh counties, take shelter immediately. Treat this as though there is a tornado on the ground. It is radar indicated. That doesn't mean that one can't touch down at any point. So again, I'll be on here if anything else happens. If we have any new updates, anything, any confirmed tornadoes, anything new happens, I will be on here to alert you as the evening goes on.